Guess the only way I can go live is through the camera. I feel like I look like black and white.
You can see yourself on yours.
Yeah, let me go on my phone and see how do I look? I see it's 5 people on here. Say something.
How would you be welcome?
There we go. I got always depend on chat. Alright, it says well, I'm not at work and it is hella dark. So I'm trying to figure out like why though. Like it's so randomly dark. I don't know how to make it lighter, guys. Like this is such a learning curve for me. So I'm trying to figure out how to make it clear. You gotta go from the back, but it's still like black and white, like I'm in nighttime feature or whatever. Alright. Oh well, I mean I know it's dark, but can y'all still see me? Like, is we on and popping or what? Y'all tell me yay or nay. I can do it.
Okay.
Alright, so we on and popping. Alright. First of all, I'm not at work. I'm at home with Chaz. Say hey, Chaz. And second of all, Brandon, as far as the tease test go, yo, like I'm really trying to get a better lighting, but a little better. As far as the tease test go, I don't know, have you ever heard of ATItesting.com? That is the website that actually proctors the teeth test. I went to their website, I bought their textbook, and I bought the practice exams. They give you a practice A, a practice B. I took practice A before I started to actually read through the book, because the book actually has like each subject, math, science, and reading and grammar. It breaks it down. It gives you little passages to read, and it tells you how they'll formulate their questions and how you should be able to answer them and what you should look through, like the text, to find out how to answer the question. So I did that, and then I took test B afterwards to see how well I did. I actually took the tease test 3 times. The first 2 times I didn't study. The third time I studied and I was able to get the grade, the score that I needed. Even though I didn't really even score that high. I think I got like a 74 or like a 70. But mind you, I'm already at LPN, so I didn't need to get like a 90 or something on my tease test to get into RN school. So that was my experience with the tease test. My advice for anybody taking the tease test to retake it, retake it, retake it, study for it or whatever. Don't ever give up if the first time you take it is not the best, because a lot of people have to take it more than once. So I hope that helps. Alright. So Cameron, I actually have a son named Cameron, or is it? Get out of here. I'm a huge fan of yours. I'm still in high school. I'm going to school to get my LPN, and you keep me encouraged. All right, boo. Well, thank you, Miss Harris. I'm happy that I can encourage you, because that's what I'm here for. What's the next one? I love your video on working towards being a nurse. Please do a day in a life videos at work. I will try, Jaleesa, but let me tell you something, sis. I don't know if it's little kids watching this. So I ain't gonna say a curse word, but people be hating. Like, it's kind of hard to record while you at work. Like, I really don't care because I know to not record with like patient information or patients in my videos. But the mere fact that I'm at work and if I record or take a picture and I post it and some junk pop off later, people will use that against me. I don't know how other nurses do it. They might not care. I just seen it happen too many times. Go sit down for a bitch up behind. Put it in the trash. Um, so many things have happened where I've seen the stuff that people post on social media, what they post on like social, like YouTube and stuff. It might not affect me today or tomorrow, but maybe 5 years down the line, it might come back to bite me in the behind. So that's the only reason why I didn't do an at work video. My mom is an RN and she said she's going to help me, but do you think medical, surgical, nursing 1 and 2 is hard? Honestly, Med Surg 1 was a piece of cake to me because that was kind of like what we learned in LPN school. But Med Surg 2 was a little bit more of a struggle. However, nursing school in general is hard, but it is doable, boo. I'm sure you'll do well. Hey Kimmy girl. How is RN school different from LPN school? Um, it's a lot different. LPN school was Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 2. 8 to 2:30. It was a full time damn job, and we had tests every single day in LPN school, which is what made it more difficult. However, it kept me on my toes. Like I knew it was no chance that I could slip because I knew I was gonna have a test the next day. So I knew I had to be on my stuff. LPN school, we jumped right into hands-on. Like the first week, we were doing hands-on stuff. RN school is more for me. I feel like, this is the best way I can explain it for me. LPN school was what to do, how to do to be a nurse. RN school is a more in-depth reason as to why we do those things. Like, why is it important to sit the person up when they're short of breath and put the oxygen on? How the oxygen works through the body, or how the blood travels through from pump from the atrium down through the ventricles. Like, it kind of gives us a little bit more of a detailed description as to why we're doing the things that we're doing. LPN school was just when you walk into the room and you see somebody, this is what you need to do, X, Y, Z. Hopefully that helps.
Oh, I forgot to take my medicine.
Oh yeah, please take your medicine. Just want to get through these next 5 classes, get my CNA medical aid class, and decide where to transfer afterwards. Yes, boo, get your foot in the door and build from there. People really, I feel, skip over the fact that you have to start somewhere. Once that door is open, you just keep going. Like, don't even look back, boo. I was a CNA. I started out as a CNA actually. I started as a CNA in 2009. Like, damn, it's been 10 years I've been in the health care field, and being a CNA is kind of the reason why I was able to be an LPN in the hospital. When people said that it would never happen, it happened. And I didn't work at just one hospital. I worked at 2, 2.5. The third one, I kind of just floated over there, but I worked at 2. I worked at Health Park Medical Center and I worked at Gulf Coast Medical Center. So make connections, boo. Do you have any plans for FPN? Actually, I literally was just talking to another nurse at my job about this because she works at the nursing home with me, but then she also works at the hospital, and I did clinicals there, and we pretended like we didn't know each other so that I could be with her while I was at clinicals during school. And she was telling me how she is starting to go back to nurse practitioner school. I don't want to be a family practice nurse practitioner. I want to be an acute care nurse practitioner, because when I worked in the ER, when I tell y'all, these nurse practitioners and these PAs, they were like living the life, honey. They were talking about how they have an appointment for their cleaning ladies to come over to their house. Like, it seemed like every month somebody was buying a new car, somebody was investing in some kind of business. Like, they were paid, and we were the real worker bees. Like, they would walk in the room. We would already tell them, I'm pretty sure their arm is broken. Oh, well, order this test, that test, this test. They'll go in the room. Oh, well, these are your results. So they were in there for like 10 minutes. Meanwhile, the nurses were doing all the effing work. So I don't know quite yet, but I know for sure that if I do go on to get a higher degree to become an advanced practitioner, that I would want to do acute care. I don't want to do like um family practice. Keep your kids away. I got enough kids at home. 3 of them to be exact. One over there. How do you stay motivated to do your school study work? Because God knows I'm struggling to do so. Girl, you want to know what keeps me motivated besides these 3 kids that I see every single day? That loan keep me motivated because I owe student loans, so I refuse to be paying on a student loan with no degree. The fact that I still live in the hood keeps me motivated because your girl trying to move out the hood for good this time. When I tell you I find motivation in every single day, but at the end of the day, it's my dream to want to finish school. Like, I was 16 and pregnant since I wasn't supposed to amount to shit. Like, that's my mere motivation. Like, I really was supposed to be shit. The fact that my daughter is the vice president of National Junior Honor Society, she wasn't supposed to be that because she was born to a 16-year-old. Like, that's the type of stuff that keep me motivated. Like, turning all my negatives into positives. Not only do I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's really just it. Like, and plus, I got 1 class left. So I'm like, Christen, you ain't come this way just to fail. Hey, boo, hey, do you plan to stay at the same job once you graduate? Hell to the no. With a capital HELL. Hell no. I'm getting the hell up out that nursing class. That nursing home. Like 4 flats on a Cadillac. I ain't looking back. Like, girl, when I tell you, I don't even know if I'm gonna go to work once I get that little I'm gonna pay the $2 to get my results. I think it was $7. So I'm gonna pay the $7 to get my results quick. And as soon as they tell me that I got my RN license and I passed, I'm not coming back. That nursing home ain't gonna see me. I'm gonna be gone. Yeah, Brandon, Atlanta is the best place to be for nurses. Like, I'm even contemplating on moving to Atlanta over the summer. Chastity don't want to go to Atlanta, so she's the main reason why I haven't thought about why I'm thinking about not moving to Atlanta. But if that wasn't an issue, I would be in Atlanta so fast as soon as I graduate. So yeah, network boo. It ain't about who you know. It ain't about what you know. It's who you know sometimes. Um, and where do you feel the better pay is in Florida? I'm in Central Florida. I'm in Central Florida too, Polk County. Honestly, Florida alone sucks. Like, their pay sucks, period. Like, so I honestly don't know. I know down south is probably where you'll get more money because it's a higher cost of living in Florida, like Miami, Fort Lauderdale. But it's really and truly where you want to go for the opportunity. I know Tampa in Orlando have a lot of opportunities. So you might start out with not such a high pay, but it's so much room for growth that it kind of offsets the pay. However, if you're able to move, I highly suggest Texas and California because they make bank. Texas probably don't make as much bank. It's very progressive. I mean, Texas, not Tampa. Texas is very progressive. I also love Houston. Every time I visit Houston, I kind of want to go move there. Kina, hey sis, I don't have anything to say. I just wanted to let you know that I'm proud of you and your journey. Keep pushing. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you, boo. How do you deal with nurse bullying and petty drama? Girl, if you listen to the people at work, like, I'm the issue because I don't take shit. I run into a lot of issue with nurses because a lot of the time, probably not now because I'll be 30 in 60 days, but for the most part, when you work in a nursing home environment, I'm pretty much one of the younger people. When you go to the hospital, you'll find the young nurses, but in the long-term care facility, I'm probably one of the younger nurses. So they kind of feel like they can bully me. That's one, that I'm young. And two is the fact that I'm black. So when they see young black women come into these places and they know they shit, they feel threatened. So they kind of get me with petty shit. I'm always late, so they hit me with attendance real quick. But they know that when it comes to calling the code, Christen gonna be in there running that shit. Like Christen starting the IVs, so they really don't really f with me too much when it comes to bullying and petty because I'm that chick for you. Like I'm not gonna let people run over me. But I do run into a lot of cattiness because they don't like to see you being smart. They don't like to see you being well spoken. They feel like a lot of people are job scared because they're not going anywhere. But I let them know since I got one more class left, I'll be an RN. I'll be out this place. Meanwhile, you'll still be here pushing this damn cart with these 30 patients per nurse. I got bigger things to do. So they tend to just leave me alone because they know once they start and I start popping my shit, I'm going off. So they don't bother me no more. However, my best advice for anyone that's not me, because my mouth will get me in trouble sometimes, is to just be on yourself. The best way to combat and to come to war is to be fully prepared. Make sure you have a rationale for everything that you do. Make sure you document and make sure that you kill them with kindness. Like they do expect us to be ghetto. And I can be a little ghetto sometimes, but if you catch me right, you're gonna get this business. You're gonna get a good tongue lashing if you come over here with that bullshit half the time. Girl, Jennifer, how long is my RN program? Sis, don't get me started. My RN program was supposed to be 18 months, but because I went in these people's school and was playing and failed classes, I keep on adding months on. So now when I finish, it's going to be a full 24 months, the whole 2 years. So my advice is when you start, make sure you stay focused because mess around with me and having to retake these classes and pay to retake these classes, it'll be a forever and a day. Yeah, I hear him. Go see what they doing.
Oh, it's almost 3 minutes behind.
Yeah, it is almost bedtime. Um, Thanks for keeping it real, and I feel you. I'm a mom as well. I just get lazy, and I've been trying to figure out a way to kick it. Any suggestions, girl? My only suggestion is put that shit up on the wall like every day. I would show y'all, but I'm actually on my laptop web camera, so I would show y'all my little goal board. But I actually write down everything that I want so that when I wake up, it's on my mirror. When I get in my car, it's on my dashboard. Like, it's a constant reminder. Also, like I said, I still live in the hood. So every time I step out the door, it's a constant reminder for me to be on my shit. No, don't go to Atlanta. Come to Texas, girl. Kimmy, like I was just saying, I think I want to move to Houston. However, Atlanta's just a little bit more closer to Florida.
The tiniest one.
What are they doing? Running around?
Oh.
Christy Vlogs. When do you graduate? Girl, I graduate in the summer. Lord's willing, I pass this last class. Like, I literally have one class left. And I'm trying not to fail this shit because I'm tired of retaking and repaying these people. Them $4,700 start to add up after a few retakes. I feel like for anybody that is LPNs, people always ask them when are they going back to school to get the RN. So is LPN not considered a long-term career? It's not that it's not considered a long-term career, Cameron. Am I saying your name right? I hope I'm saying your name right. It's not that it's not a long-term career, because it really is. It's just the fact that sometimes you kind of feel like you're overworked. And for the basis, the foundation of nursing, we kind of do the same thing as RNs in certain settings. So they kind of feel like if you have the same responsibility as RNs, why not go back to school and get your RN? One, and then two, damn, I really hate this lighting. And two, I'm 29. So when you think how many years I have left to work, at least 35 if I retire at 65. So they're like, you think you really want to handle having 30 patients? That's heavy. That's a heavy, heavy, heavy load. Whereas the RNs in the hospital, they have anywhere from 4 to 6 patients. And 6 patients is if they're short staffed. Thank you. Give me a kiss. I want you to go in there and sit down. Okay. Put him in there with y'all. I'll come and get him. It's a heavy caseload. It's a heavy patient load. So that's kind of why people always suggest for you to go back and get your RN degree. And at the end of the day, the way healthcare is going, people aren't going to doctors. They're going to nurse practitioners. Like, nurses care for the patient. Doctors care for the disease. But yeah, you could definitely make a career. But I want to say this too. You can make money. You can make a living out of any level of being in the healthcare field. I know CNAs that drive Escalades. Like, it's money to be made. I know CNAs that's doing private duty work for $20 an hour with one person. They're not coming into these nursing homes and having 10 to 12 patients that they have to clean. They're getting one person. The only down part about private duty is when that person dies, your money stops. Whereas, at a nursing home, you ain't got to worry about getting new patients because they have somebody to do that. I know nurses that have so many different things. Once you get your money as an LPN, what you need to do is work your money, do your overtime, save your money up, start investing in property. Like, in this lifetime, you gotta have more than one income. So that's just my take on is being an LPN considered a long-term career. It is. You just do a lot more work. That's why you gotta level up, get your new initials behind your name. Less work. It's more mental though, not physical. What gift are you going to get yourself once you graduate? I don't even know. Like, I always say that when I graduate, I'm going to go get my mommy makeover. Like, the day I graduate, I'm gonna be going to, like, get on the table to get my mommy makeover. Get these things lifted up. Get this stomach snatched. I don't even want the BBL. I don't need the fat transfer. I want them to burn that shit. They could donate it to the next girl who needs some ass. Like, I'm getting a mommy makeover. That is going to be my graduation gift. Good night. That's gonna be my graduation gift to myself, Kimmy. Like brand new body, brand new initials, a brand new everything. I'm gonna be 32. I turned 30 in April, and I'm supposed to graduate in the summer, so like July. So yes, girl, I'm gonna be 30, and y'all ain't gonna know what to do with me. 30, RN, new body, like sis. That's my gift to myself. I need to cut my mess. Um, let's see. Hey, Angela Spencer girl. Saying hello. Just to hear, to listen to you, girl. I'm always in your comments all the time. I know, sis. Hey, girl. Thank you for your support. Jacqueline. Hey, babe. My name is Jacqueline from Philly. I'm applying to the BSN program at Thomas Jefferson University in Philadelphia. Woo woo. I'm 24, married a little over a year ago. Love your channel, girl. Congrats on getting married, and I wish you the best in your BSN program. Make that money. And girl, I always said I want to go to Philadelphia because I love Philly cheesesteak, and I want to get an authentic Philly cheesesteak from Philly. Like, it's gonna happen soon. Why did you pick LPN first? I'm trying to see if I should do LPN first or just go for RN. I have two kids. Alright. I personally went for LPN first because when I graduated from high school, I went to Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University in Tallahassee straight out of school. And I went to school for like 2.5, 3 years, and I ended up getting pregnant and dropping out. I had all these credits with nothing to show for it. So I told myself that I know I want to be a nurse. I'm going to just take it one step at a time. As you can see, I have 3 kids. So if something were to happen in my life, and I wasn't able to finish, at least I knew I had something that I could fall back on and make money. Like, so I'm not going to nobody's job making less than $21 an hour. It's just not gonna happen. Period. So even though $21 an hour is not like the most best money, however, it still is enough money for me to get in there, get these hours, and me and my kids live a life if I need to. And I know when they start in RN straight out, they only making like 24, 26 starting. Now, yes, they have more room to keep going, whereas LPNs typically cap out at like 21. But, I mean, at 24. And then plus you got to add like shift differential, Baylor, all those other things start to add up. However, 21 basis, just a roundabout number, I kind of feel like is enough for me to take care of my kids. So that's the reason why I did LPN. Even though I knew that getting my RN and eventually getting my MP is gonna be the end goal, maybe. I'm dreading going back for RN. LVN school is a beast itself. You got it. You will finish, girl. Yes. LVN, LPN, yes. Licensed nursing. The school itself is a beast. However, you can do bridge programs. You can do part-time. Just take one class at a time. Next thing you know, you'll be done. Because I literally don't feel like I've been in my bridge program for 2 years. It literally seemed like yesterday I just started school. And when I'm actually counting the years back, I'm like, damn, I started in 2017. It's 2019. Like, it's time flies. However, just keep doing little bit by little bit. That's very diplomatic of you regarding the LPN status. Building blocks is what I see it as. The same route I'm taking to a certain degree. Yes, it don't matter. It's too many different ways to get to number 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. Like, you can get to the same destination and take different routes. So what worked for me might not work for the next person. What worked for Sally might not work for me. So you just gotta do what's best for you. And thank you, sis. I'm surprised you can see how cute I am in this black and white night vision, black ops, outdated ass camera my laptop got. They don't need to stop their shit with this camera. But when I try to do live on my phone, I can't see your questions. I can only see your questions when I do it from my camera on my computer, my laptop. And when I do it from my laptop, we got the black ops view. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all want to do. Do y'all want me to do IG live? Because if I'm on Instagram live, I can do it on my phone and the lighting can be better. However, I have come to find out that I feel like a lot of y'all not following me on Instagram. So it would be no point because the people on my Instagram is people that I knew from school, and they're like, "Girl, what the hell are you talking about when it comes to YouTube?" They're like, "Girl, shut the hell up. We don't want to hear about YouTube. Like, post your pictures, and go." But anyway, so the moral of that little rant is y'all follow me on Instagram, and we can do Instagram lives where the lighting will be better and I can see your responses. If you don't follow me on Instagram, we can only do YouTube lives, and we're gonna be in the Black Ops view. All right, Chrissy Vlog say, do you feel nursing changed or will change your life? I feel a lot of healthcare professionals forget how their lives were before they started making $20 to $25 an hour. I don't know what you mean by that. Are you meaning like they kind of get like arrogant or something? Or they get a little bit of uppity and they forgot that they used to work at McDonald's? Because I'll never forget I used to work at McDonald's. Girl, how I used to make my steak, egg, and cheese bagels uh, with light steak sauce and a pancake on the side. Not three, just one pancake. But I will say nursing has changed my life far as it makes me a little bit more grateful because I've seen parents walk in with their 2-year-old child and they find out that their kid has leukemia, and I get to see how my 2-year-old is full of life. Um, it has made me be grateful because when I go to pediatric floors and I see someone that's 16 and they're the size of an 8-year-old, and I think about how when I was 16 and I was pregnant, how I was so depressed because I felt like I had the worst life ever because I'm pregnant at 16, my life is over. When someone is 16 and they're the size of an 8-year-old, like it kind of made me way more grateful when it comes to how it changed my life. But how it feels about, since you put the money part, I'm taking it as people get a little bit uppity. The reason why I feel like people get uppity or bougie or arrogant or whatever it is that people might feel when they get money is because the sacrifice it took for you to get there. That's what people don't see. People don't see the nights that you only got 2 hours of sleep because your kid was sick, so you had to nurse your kid, but you still got to study because you got a midterm tomorrow and you can't fail it because that sick kid is depending on you to pull through on that midterm. People not seeing how at 28 I had to give up everything to move back in with my mom so that I could go to RN school to get that money. So trust and believe me, I'm gonna ball, baby, when I finish. Like when I start making this money, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know because I'm gonna be Fendi. I'm gonna be Gucci, but it can't be Gucci right now because we boycotting Gucci right now. So I'm gonna be Poochie when like I'm gonna be stunting because nobody was there with me when I was donating blood because I was broke as fuck because I could only work 2 days a week. My baby daddies weren't sending me no money, so I was paying for daycare, getting gas, putting food on the table. Because even though I lived at home with my mama, I still had to help pay bills there, and I still had to make sure it was food in my kids' mouth. So that's why I kind of feel like when I start making that jike and living over in Cali, making $96 an hour, you gonna see me stunting, boo. Like no shade, but I'm just saying I kind of feel like that's why I'm gonna be balling to the wall because when I tell y'all I was struggling, I struggled to get here. Like, yeah, I talk about how you can make money as an LPN, but when you in school 3 days a week and you at clinical 1 day a week, that's 4 days. I work 2 days and I'm trying to take 1 day off so that I can have a time to breathe. Like, shit get tough. It get tight sometimes, girl. Did you have to do microbiology and chemistry as a prerequisite for RN? Picture girl, I only had to do microbiology, anatomy, 1 and anatomy 2. They all have labs. Every science class has a lab. So micro, anatomy 1 and anatomy 2. Chemistry was not part of the prereqs for RN. It's not even a prereq for BSN. Maybe for advanced nursing, like in the nurse practitioner program, I'm not sure. I ain't even made it that far yet. Um, Mari says, I have 2 semesters left of LPN school. It's so expensive. You think I should forget it? Girl, hell no, you shouldn't forget nothing that you started because you still gonna have to pay that money. So you might as well finish. So at least you have something that you're paying for. Um, and I honestly can't relate to the expensive part because I went to a technical college and today it's still only 5,600 for the technical, like for my LPN license. RN license, I'm 14 grand already in and I still owe like another 4,800 by the end of the summer. So I'm gonna be 20K in that I paid out of pocket. I think on my 1098 form it said I got $233 worth of scholarships. So yeah, like I'm really putting a pretty coin. But when you think about the type of sign-on bonuses that you get, like I just been researching, and that's another way I stay motivated. Like I go look up like the perks of it to be a RN, and these hospitals giving these nurses $10,000 sign-on bonuses, like $10,000 just for me to get hired, and then plus I still get paid. Like that's bananas to me. And I know other places pay more that are more in desperate need. So you should not forget it. You should take that money and find a way to flip it so that it'll make your investment worth it. Um, when am I gonna start selling merch? Girl, I don't know. I don't even know how to work this, Kimmy. Like, I'm really just out here trying to give all of this advice that I have out here to the world. Hopefully, one of these days, I'll get smart and start making money from it. But I'm still trying to learn how to edit my YouTube videos. I'm still trying to learn how to get on YouTube Live and not look like I'm in the Black Ops movie, girl. Oh, Jesus. Um, you are so motivating. Thank you. That is what I want to do is motivate the next because so many times in my life has someone told me that it was not gonna happen for me. Like so many you wanna know? Quick little story, because I got story time always. I was applying for college and I asked one of my cousins who is well decorated. Like sis is a sort like she in the Greek community, so she got networking heavy. She's well established with one of the local universities here in Tampa. Like I asked her to write me a recommendation letter, and because for the mere fact that I was pregnant at 16 and I had a baby in high school, sis told me she ain't know me like that to write me um a recommendation letter. I'm like, girl, how you don't know me like that when you've been knowing me my whole life? Like, so when I tell you, so many people have counted me out. People have told me that it wasn't going to be nothing. Hell, the goddamn government statistics tell you that you ain't going to be shit. So that's why I want to motivate the next, especially somebody that look like me, especially somebody who walking down the road that I already been traveling down. Like, I don't have my baby daddy tell me, like, how you going to make it without me with these kids? Like, I have to show these MFers. I don't want to say it is past 9 o'clock, so I should be able to cuss now because the kids should be in bed. However, I'm gonna try to tone it down. But girl, I just want to motivate the next because bitches be out here telling people that they can't be nothing, and that's because they coming from their small thinking and their reality. So if my reality is I can do whatever the hell I want to do as long as I can put my mind to it, I want to make that the reality for the next person. You can do whatever the hell you want to do as long as you put your mind to it. Like is Angela says on the LPN group on Facebook, the LPNs keep saying they want new jobs. It's discouraging. It discouraged a lot of people who come to the group. I think in general, everybody have bad days at work. So people tend to always talk about the negative. It's so much easier to talk about negative. People accept negativity a lot easier than they accept positivity. When you are positive, people like, ugh, why you so happy? Like, bitch, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Why you so mad? Like, people don't understand when people are always positive. So it's just easier to get on there and rant. When you think about the things that go viral, yes, good deeds go viral, but a lot more ranting and a lot more negative stuff go viral than good stuff. So I think that's kind of why a lot of people get on Facebook, especially in they're so negative, because that's just the energy that social media has these days. If you look at certain channels, the gossip and the tea channels run circles around some of the positive channels. So that's just how the life is right now. But I'm sorry that it discourages you. But at the end of the day, anything that is the initial behind your name that you actually have to get a license to do, it's always worth it. Don't never let nobody in their negativity discourage you from doing nothing. How do you like Galen College? Girl, don't be getting out here telling the world that I go to Galen. Woo! Keep the G silent. We just gonna call it the G. Don't put the ALEN that after it. Just put how you like the G. And at the end of the day, as long as Galen College give me my RN degree, we good. Period. It's always other schools out there, and I always try to tell everybody go to the public route before they go the private route. Public is always cheaper. I pay 3 times what people at public school pay. What I pay for one class, $4,700 for one class, that is damn near half the whole RN program at Polk State College. So that's my only issue. But at the end of the day, Galen, they made me go to their school. I chose to go to their school, so I gotta pay what their price was. I knew what their price was when I signed up. So I'm not complaining about the money. Are you gonna take a graduation vacation? Actually, I'm planning a trip to Vegas, girl, in June. I mean July. My homegirl just texted me and was like, "Are we still down for um the Vegas in July?" I'm taking my kids to Bahamas in April for my 30th birthday. But when I graduate college, it's on mama. The kids gonna have to stay at home because mama's gonna be on the flight out of here. Michelle say, I appreciate your transparency. Thank you, girl. That's what I try to be. Hey, Jen. And sis, can you email me back? I got you. I just seen literally that you sent me a message on Instagram. So I'm a DM you back when I get off of here. It's about 20K. Um, Mari, I know that 20K is expensive, but if you budget your coins back right, you can make that back in like 5 months top. Like you can make that. I know it's people that's making like 6,000 a month doing LPN. I don't make that much a month because I like being at home with my kids and yelling at them. I'm definitely moving to California after I finish nursing school. Girl, more power to you. I have never been to Cali. However, everyone that I have talked to has nothing but positive things to say about Cali. Um, Nurse JT, she got a YouTube channel. She talked about how she does a per diem job over in Cali. She lives in Miami in-house. She flies to Cali for her little 3 days that she has to do, making $96 an hour. And sis say is absolutely positively worth it. So kudos to you. I'll probably only do travel nursing because I have 3 kids. I can't just uproot them and move all the way across to California. Technically, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. I just don't want to do that. Plus, California got earthquakes. I'm from the South. Like, we don't know how to operate in that type of stuff. A hurricane, all day, I'm there. An earthquake, bitch, I ain't gonna know what to do. So I probably ain't gonna live in Cali, but I damn sure will go over there for 13 weeks and bring my ass back home. You're so relatable. It must be a Florida thing, because sometimes I feel ratchet as hell. I love watching you and can't wait to see your grad pics and hear your Ink story. Thank you, boo. It is definitely a Florida thing. Do you like city girls? Because I'm ready for JT to hurry up and get out of prison. Are you an LP and an RN? I am a licensed practical nurse in the state of Florida. I have been a nurse for 5 years. I was a CNA for 3. I will become an RN this summer when I finish school. So check out my YouTube channel. I have videos all about it, 33 of them to be exact. Oh, thank y'all. Y'all was answering him for me. Thank you, love. I'm slow on these things. Y'all typing faster than I can talk. Girl, having 5 kids with no husband. Yes, girl. They be quick to tell us, though, are you married? And bitch, if I was, what difference does it make? Y'all gonna help feed these kids? But girl, people love passing their little judgments. Like, say your ass over there. Nobody, you asked me a question. I ain't ask you for help. Shit. Make sure to stay at Stratosphere Hotel is bomb. Okay. I'll make sure I remember that when I come to Atlanta, because I'm always in Atlanta. My baby daddy live in Atlanta, so I'm always in Atlanta. Girl, 25,000. I'm sorry to hear that y'all paying 20 plus for LPN school. However, I will never say it's not worth it, because the money is there. If you're ambitious, the money is there. But when you think about it, people put these boundaries because it's not an RN. But when you think about how many people you know are millionaires that don't have college degrees, I mean, I can't really throw out stats because I really can't name that many. But what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook guy. Didn't he drop out of Harvard or wherever the hell he went and started Facebook? So it's kind of like what your mind wants you to do. So many things you can do. The lady who got me my CNA license, who taught me how to become a CNA, was a CNA. Like, she made a whole CNA school, and she's just a CNA. She's not even a nurse and teaching people how to get their CNA license. She charged us $250 a pop. She did 5 people in the morning time for 4 hours, and then she did a night class where she did another 5 people times $250. Like, let me get my calculator out. Because y'all know me, I love adding some shit up. So let's count. 250 an hour times 5. So she made $12.50 from the day class times 2. She made $2,500 in 5 days straight cash because we gave her cash. She did that in 1 week. So imagine if she do that every week. That's $10,000 a month. Sis made $10,000 a month just to teach us how to take the CNA class, and she's a CNA. If you have a get money mind, you're going to get this money. If you're a CNA, a LPN, an RN, a nurse practitioner, you're going to get this money. You're going to find a way to find something that people need and supply that need. You good. Child, I'm hiring my mama. Girl, when I make it, my mama, I told my brother he gonna be the Manny. Not the nanny, the Manny. My little brother gonna be the Manny. I told my mama when I move to Atlanta, I'm gonna make sure that I buy a house and they got the mother-in-law suite in the back. That's basically a little house that you put your mother-in-law in, and that her and my brother can live back there, and we could just be on the compound. Like, that's really how I'm feeling. When my kids get grown, my kids ain't moving out until they can buy their own house. Ain't no renting no more. I'm breaking that cycle. I'm applying to a community college RN program that is like $7K a year. Exactly, girl. That's way cheaper than what I'm paying over here at the G, a private school. I really hate this stupid lighting. Um, I pray that I get yes, free JT. Period. Okay, free JT. Um, do you think you're gonna work at a big hospital or a small hospital after graduating, Chrissy? I'm pretty sure I'm going to work for a big health system. Are you in Florida? Because in Florida, especially in Central Florida, come here. Um, say hey. Get over here and lay down. Um, in Central Florida, some of the big hospitals is like Baycare, HCA. They own multiple hospitals. So even though it might be a small hospital itself, they own a lot of them. So the room for growth, or even like Florida Hospital. Florida Hospital has hospitals in Orlando, Sebring, Tampa, Kissimmee. They have hospitals everywhere. So it's so much room for growth. I could transfer if you want to work in the ICU or you want to work in the cath lab. You have so many different opportunities because they have multiple. It's like one big hospital, even though they own like 7 or 13. Like they own a lot. Well, that looked like that was the last question. So do y'all have any other questions before we go? Because somebody over here talking about they want to go night. What? Alright. Stop. I don't live in Florida, but after I graduate, I'm moving to Florida ASAP. One of the nurses I worked with lived in Miami, and she said she took a $9 pay cut moving from Florida to here. Well, where do you live, girl? Because I thought Florida was one of the lowest paying states. But Miami is where it's at. Like, if I didn't have kids, girl, I would be on and popping in the South. Like, when I tell you that's what all they at, that's what all the Zoes at, girl. But don't listen to me. That's how I got 3 kids, being fast. But all bullshit aside, I don't know. To be honest, I actually was thinking about moving to the Carolinas at one point. It's no longer one of my considers, but I heard like Riley and all like that's where Duke and all of that. I heard that the health care field is very progressive up there in the Carolinas, and I heard it's pretty beautiful. You move to Miami, girl, it's gonna be hot as hell, and you get hit by every hurricane. Iowa is where I stay at, and they say it's the lowest. I actually have a cousin that moved to Iowa and she loves it. However, it snows too damn much. I'm a tropical girl. I like beach days. I like to just pull up to the beach and chill. I think I seen snow once, and that was last year when I went to Maryland. But I don't think. Yeah, Duke pays very well. I've heard nothing but positive things about Duke, girl. So maybe you should look into there. But if you come to Florida, we'll embrace you with open arms. Yeah, y'all get hit by everything too because y'all on the coast. You're right. Last year y'all got it bad with the hurricanes. And Callie Jones, I am getting my associate's degree in nursing. I'm not getting my bachelor's degree right now. When I finish this last class, I'll be in my associates. But getting my bachelor's degree will be easy to do because there are so many different colleges offering so many different opportunities to get your bachelor's degree because once you have your RN, you don't go back to take your NCLEX. Everything else after that is just a building on what you already know. So you don't ever have to step foot into another classroom to get your bachelor's degree. Like they have programs where you pay at Western Governors. I think you pay like $3,000 for 6 months, and you could take as many classes as you want to. Like if I wasn't working and I was able to stay at home, I literally could take every single class and finish and get my bachelor's degree in 3 months if I wanted to, which I'm not, but if I wanted to. I'm from Chicago. I'm moving back in a couple. What you eating? Girl, I'm from Chicago. I'm moving back in a couple years. Well, good luck, girl. I can't do the cold. I can't do the snow. And that's another reason what's keeping me from Atlanta. It's snowing in Atlanta these days. At one point, it didn't used to snow. I guess it was too many black people, but now the snow said we coming, and I don't know how to operate. I seen snow. It was cute for me to see it because I knew I was on my way back home. But I don't think I could do snow days. Mm-mm. I like to be in my shorts. Girl, let me tell you, I can't really say how I really feel about Atlanta. However, the one thing I can say is when it comes to being black in Atlanta and in Miami too, you'll see this. Like, it's opportunity. Like, it's people up there doing their thing. So I'm kind of optimistic. I kind of feel like for me being a go-getter, a mover, shaker, that I would be able to be real prosperous in Atlanta. But at the end of the day, who be doing that to you? Oh, I got sidetracked. But anyways, y'all, I'm about to go because this boy over here is cranking up. But thank you all for y'all support. It's been a fun little hour on here with y'all. After working with 90% of white people, the past thing girl. You said it right there, Christy, girl. Yes. But at the same time, you know how we do. But anyways, alright y'all. Good night. How do I stop this? I don't know how to get off. I don't know how to exit out. Oh, there it goes. Bye guys.